Welcome to the Association's online portal. Incorporated associations have an obligation to lodge an information statement each year. The information statement is due within 6 months of the end of the financial year. The purpose of the statement is to confirm that an association is still active, eligible to be incorporated, and has held its annual general meeting. This short video will demonstrate the process of using the Association's online portal to lodge the information statement. Before you can use the portal, you'll need to set up your own user account and then link your account to the associations you work with. If you haven't already done this, you can watch the Enroll and Link video for assistance. To get started, go to the Association's online homepage. Type www.commerce.wa.gov.au/associationsonline in your browser navigation address. Next, log into your account by entering your username and password details, then click the Login button. The name and address saved on your account will be used as your signature. Before you begin to lodge the information statement, please confirm your account details are correct. You can do this in the Manage My Account section. To access this section, click the Manage My Account button. To lodge the information statement, click the Lodge Application button. This will open the Lodge Application screen. The Lodge Application screen displays a list of the associations you are linked to and a drop-down menu containing a list of applications that can be lodged. If no associations are listed and no associations linked is shown on the screen, you will not be able to lodge an application. You'll need to link the association to the account to proceed. Our Enroll and Link video can help you with how to link to an association. Select the Information Statement option by clicking on it from the Application Type drop-down menu and then press Go. This will open the Information Statement screen. The first screen displays important information about things you need to know before you get started, such as any documents you will need to complete the form. Read through this information carefully. It then explains how to complete the application and how to navigate through the application. Once you have read and understood the information page, press the Go button. If you are not yet ready to start the application, you can click Back to return to the Lodge Application screen. Use the drop-down menu to select the date of the association's recent financial year end. Do not enter a financial year end that has not ended. A message will be displayed if the association has already lodged its information statement. If this happens, you can click Back to return to the Lodge Application screen. Otherwise, continue with completing the form. Next, you will need to confirm the association's street address and address for service of notices. The addresses will be pre-filled with the current addresses held. If this information is incorrect, click on the field and enter the new details. If the address for the service of notices is the same as the association's street address, click Same as Contact Address as displayed above to copy the street address. Next, use the drop-down list to select a category that best reflects the activities carried out by the association. If you cannot find a suitable category from the menu, choose Other and write in a brief description of your association in the space provided. Press the Next button. If you have changed any of the association's addresses, a pop-up screen will appear to verify the new address. Select your address from the list displayed by clicking on the correct address. If the address you have entered is not displayed and you are certain the address you entered is correct, click on the Close button to accept the address you had entered. After the Verify Address pop-up window has closed, click on the Next button again to continue to page 2 of the information statement. Page 2 asks questions about the association's reporting and regulatory obligations. In order to remain eligible for incorporation, an association must have at least 6 voting members. Select Yes or No as appropriate. Proceed to the next question. Enter the date of the association's last annual general meeting. Enter the association's total revenue from its last financial year. It is not necessary to type in the dollar symbol. Revenue is what the association earns in a financial year as a result of carrying out its ordinary activities. It can include dues, subscriptions, grants, donations, fees for provision of services, sales of goods, and interest earned on investments and dividends. It is usually shown as one of the top line items in an income, profit and loss statement. To obtain charity tax concessions or tax exemptions, an association must be registered with the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, or ACNC. Select Yes or No as appropriate. If you're not sure if you are registered with the ACNC, you can check by visiting www.acnc.gov.au. Click on the Next button to continue to page 3 of the form. Once you have finished entering these details, you can upload any additional documentation that needs to be submitted with your information statement. As currently there is no requirement to provide the association's financial reports or other documentation, you should tick No. Carefully read the declaration and tick the Accept Declaration box. Pressing the Next button will take you to a review page where you can check your answers. The review page displays the form with the answers you entered. It is important to check that the answers shown on the review screen have been recorded correctly before you press Next, as once it is completed, you cannot amend the information. If any of the information is incorrect, click the Back button to move to the previous pages and amend the answers. If you are satisfied that the information is correct, press the Next button to complete the statement lodgement. The confirmation page will be displayed once the application has been successfully lodged. You can save a copy of the application by clicking on the Download button. Alternatively, you can have a copy of the application emailed to you by clicking on the Email button on the bottom of the screen. Your email address is pre-populated, but you can have it sent to a different email by typing over the displayed email address. Press the Email button and a message will appear confirming that the application was emailed successfully. You can press Back to My Account to return to the association's home page. This completes the demonstration on how to lodge an information statement. For more help, you may wish to watch the department's other videos on how to use associations online.